We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They go play action with Hurts. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. He'll get this to about the 38. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Here's Hurts to throw. Forced out to his left. Airing it out deep for Smith. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On first down, Hurts. He'll buy some time right. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They run with the Alabama rookie. That's Brian Robinson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Dancing to his left. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Here's Swift. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. It's second down.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
A second down throw for Cousins. Buying time to his left. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play. Of this first quarter. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
36. Switch up. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I smell fear.
They'll look to throw here. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brandon Graham able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 89 yards. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. Play action. Here's Hurts. Being chased out left. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
31's the mic. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 31.
Following the interception, Cousins steps away to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
To throw again on second down. Hurts.
Will get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts forced out to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
What's tight? Tight is right. 31's the mic. Bandit. Bandit. 31's the mic. You remember me?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
40.
Cousins now.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And this is caught. Touchdown.
Logan Thomas.
29 yards.
And the Commanders are back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Give them maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
2nd and 9.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Mike 36. Mike 36. Tighten up, tighten up.
From the 29, Cousins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
We got 4. 31's the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I know, easy.
31's the mic.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Flushed out right. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Watch 36. 36 the mic.
Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Mike 36.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 28 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. 31's the mic.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Rolling to his right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. A give to Gibson running right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Cousins on 3rd and 2. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Let's go, D, let's go. Now let's get there. 31's the mic. You're not ready.
Here's Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
19 Chargers, 19 Chargers.
In motion left is Watkins. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. They'll roll him out right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Touchdown, Eagles. Travis Kelsey from 13 yards out. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Rig alert, rig alert.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 28 yards. And the Eagles are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Third and short yardage, Cousins. He's going to air one out. And now here is another interception. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Trap 60.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. Caught on the slant. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Like 7.
60 Eagles.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down pass from the 5 falls incomplete.
And the Commander defense able to hold. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Cousins on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Throwing, Cousins. He's got a man, complete. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly...
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance.